My name is Cher. Sorry, I don't have a last name. It's just Cher. And welcome back to UnderMine. Let's go. Ooh, it's gonna be good. I know this one's gonna be a good one. Why can I tell? Why? Because the start, you see. We have the companion with us. Familiar. There we are. We have Spirit with us, who is giving us a spare bottle, an additional potion slot, as well as Celerade. An upgrade is the peasant has a chance to find an additional potion in chests. And UnderMine, the Spirit will occasionally drop another potion when a potion is drank. You gain experience, as you might imagine, by popping potions. And we had 2 potions we could buy in the main area, as well as a Golden Delicious that we crafted, and Gust, which we also crafted, a blessing that increases throw attack size. And then we have Hardiness. Healing is more effective 3 times over. Well, this is looking like a start. Heck, it could even be a good one. So Golden Delicious should effectively guarantee that I have good money this whole run. Because basically if I ever heal, I'm getting money. Well, if I heal using food, I'm getting money. And over the course of a run, that's a lot of times. Also, it does mean, by the way, that food is now affected by any effects that affect gold, so gold duplication effects in particular. And in the inverse, anything that's affected by food also affect it. The inverse being it is getting a food benefit for a gold duplication, or a gold benefit for a food duplication. So we'll be looking to get golden popcorn or seasoned popcorn, or ideally both. That would be wild. No secret room adjacency, alright, fine. Alright, room, keep your secrets. I did not know that this was a minefield area. Alright, now that I do know though, I will purposefully try and trigger any that might be adjacent to things that they would explode, that might give me a benefit. Again, you know, this is the catchphrase of the series at this point, but tiny optimization, but it might matter, and I should probably do it, and I'll forget. Now, there was no secret room adjacency in that room. I can tell for 2 reasons. Number 1, the bomb pilfer blew up and did not reveal one. Number 2, it's landlocked. I probably should have inverted the order of those 2. Berserker's Pendant, deal more swing damage at low health. I'm not actually particularly interested in it, so I will explore the rest of the floor to see if I get any rerolls. So one thing I really like doing with Spirit as a follower is that I will try and get a full complement of potions, and then I'll try and get one of them to be the potion that gives you... Brain, do you want to work at any point? Come on, Brain. I'm sure you can do this one. The potion that gives you more experience gained for familiars. Deal more throwing damage. I increased the size of the throw, so might as well try and go for a throw kind of run. So I have the bomb to either try for a secret room, not identify and then try for a secret room, just try for a secret room, or to open this chest. I'm going to go for opening the chest, because sometimes secret rooms aren't even as good as a chest. And we got 3 bombs in there, as well as revealed 2 secret rooms. Somehow I feel like I made the right decision, and the game is recognizing and paying me for it. Thank you, game. I gotta say, it's much appreciated. Also, you're looking quite good today. Did you do something with your game? I like it. I liked it before as well. Mind, that was not a statement on how much I liked you before. It's more a statement of general appreciation. Which is, you know, the worst way to pronounce that word. Just swap the A's for E's. Have a word with 5 E's in it. Who cares? Hang on. Would it? A? Oh, it only have 3. I was trying to just... See, I didn't want to count because I thought it would only be... it would only be worth doing if I did it instantly. know, sometimes that off-the-cuff kind of thing works. By the way, I could just, like, leave this whole floor right now. I'm very, very tempted to, just because it's opportunity. But, of course, I never will, because lost value. I don't lose value. I gain value. I appreciate. That's the correct way to say it. Well, that's a correct way to say it. Again, I won't be prescriptive and say there is a correct way to say it. Okay. Seasoned popcorn. Food will sometimes duplicate itself. Exactly what we were asking for earlier. I will also go and take popcorn. Items will sometimes duplicate themselves. I hope that I get golden popcorn later on. I'll have all 3 of the popcorns and I'll have golden delicious. This run would be hilarious at that point. Like, I could see us getting a ridiculous amount of money despite not even winning in a run like that. Although we might even win in a run like that, just due to having so much money and the ability to, like, abuse shops. Salamander tail, good. Good. Either it does extra damage to enemies and it's nice for that reason, or it helps me in the Nori fight, it's nice for that reason, or it helps me in fire puzzles, it's nice for that reason, but it does all 3, and it's nice for, accordingly, those reasons. Alright. Speaking of solving fire puzzles for me, it solves one that actually doesn't have a benefit. I do not know why there are 2 unlit sconces in this room. Unlit sconces either imply that I've unlit them somehow, which I don't think is actually even in this game. So never mind, they don't imply that. Nor do I infer it. But, or rather, it doesn't infer it. Hang on. Okay, this is actually like something in my lexical knowledge or my diction that is currently flawed. If something purports, does it infer or imply? I would typically say imply, but I've heard people be corrected saying that recently. Although I don't know if the people doing the correction are joking in some way. And it still sounds weird. It hits my ear weird. Which honestly, like, I don't have like a strong, yeah, I should have known that wasn't gonna be a secret. I don't have like a strong grasp of actual like straight up grammatical rules. My partner does, actually. Like shockingly, like, oh, that's the declension of the stem of the this of like in a way that absolutely boggles my mind and impresses me to no end. Never will stop doing so. It's always like, oh yeah, you know words real good. Anytime we get into a discussion about like the actual terminology of those kinds of things. But I don't know those kinds of things. I just know if it sounds right for English. Which actually, funnily enough, is like a really, really broad thing. For instance, native English speakers will understand natively, naturally, implicitly, innately even, the ordering of adjectives. So, for instance, a modifier for size and a modifier for anything else. Let's use those 2 and then invert them. So big bad wolf sounds correct. Bad big wolf does not. Unless it is like something that is already classed as a big wolf, and then you are calling it as bad as well, right? In which case the subject is big wolf rather than big being an adjective, right? And you can see it as you add more adjectives, like large greenhouse, green large house sounds wrong, doesn't it? Again, this is something that I'm given to understand. Oh my god, really? We are only on the 3rd floor. Calm down, game. You're in for a long haul. Also, by the way, feel the effects of a potion for longer. As this character, rather with this familiar, this is going really well. Like, a little shockingly well. Yeah, apparently golden food doesn't reroll. I don't know what's up with that. Correct orb. Enemies hit with the front big guys will take more damage. But apparently non-native English speakers have difficulty picking that up because it is just something that we hear as native English speakers and can hear it correctly, but can't necessarily explain the rules for. Or, you know, aren't necessarily familiar with the formalized rule set, but know its invocation extremely well. I don't know, this is something I think about a lot. Like, it's gonna sound pretentious. Something I think about a lot. You know, the modes of knowledge, academic and otherwise. And the fact that there are things that are not covered broadly with peer-reviewed or even general study, but everyone implicitly knows but cannot describe to one another. Those kinds of things. Those, I guess, branch on towards philosophy. So I guess yeah, if you would consider it a branch of academia. So yeah, that's the branch for countering those kinds of things. But I guess I'm thinking about it in more pragmatic terms of things that do usually get treated as kind of like a harder of the soft sciences, like linguistics, for instance. Anyway, we're playing a video game in the background. I don't know. I decided to talk about everything except for that. No clue why. I'll get back to it. Don't worry. I like an aside from time to time. To time and time again. Let's go for a slow metabolism. Why do I want to go for a slow metabolism? Because I think it might actually help us. What with the... Hang on, I'm going to go back to the start area, pop the Potion of True Sight, and then start moving. But I think it might actually help us because we're going to be popping so many potions in this run. Okay, there's no secret room adjacency in here. I'm just going to rule out rooms so that I don't have to waste all of my time with the Potion of True Sight. That said, I do have to check those 2 rocks, so I had to pass it. I had to pop it then anyway. Because I'm looking for crawl spaces, obviously, and the secret rooms. Potion of True Sight will reveal those to me. Okay. I mean, by the power of deductive reasoning, I should have actually been able to figure out where they were, considering like most of these are adjacencies that it could not even be on. I wouldn't have guessed it was there, though. Unless there were no other locations. I don't think I would have guessed it was there. Another secret room to the south. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So the crawl space must be, yikes, the exit room, I guess? Because there's no rocks in the shrine room. There's no rocks in any shrine room. I'm not even going back up to check. Yeah, the graphics for or rather the graphic singular for, ooh, I'll take that. The graphic for the crawl space being revealed under a rock with the Potion of True Sight don't really work at the moment. It seems broken. So you have to pay just a little bit more attention, just a tiny amount, don't worry. Get away. We should have basically no problems with resources over the course of this entire run, but I still shouldn't just spend all of them because I do have upgrades that I would like to get when I leave this run. Oh, that's... I saw it and I didn't think about whether or not it would be to another secret room. It was. That was a bomb that I wasted. I now might not be able to get both the secret room and the crawl space. Okay. So I can actually see the crawl space here. As well as mines are apparently revealed by the Potion of True Sight. Kind of uncommon that gets invoked, but cool in general, I guess. Huh. Interesting. That dropped a potion. Thank you. And now we can go for the kills. I'll just quickly take that 10 golds. I know we should be wild and flush with the resources, but I could use them still. 2 extra potions. I mean, look, there's this character. I'm never going to turn him down. Thank you. I'm going to pop Immolation because, like, Immolation is the kind of potion that I will almost never use. Like, for an actual reason. So I may as well pop it for a garbage reason. It might end up that it would do a lot of damage for me, but it's just a thing I don't do. Potion of Truth Side's still running, so I should still be... It's almost... Yeah, it's definitely... Almost definitely there, but I had to. Ooh. I mean... Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and get that. Two major curses. I mean, I do have Kurtz's Stash as well, right? A mysterious box that invites calamity will open after I after I gain 10 curses. Game gave me an extra bomb and then took it away immediately. Fair. I'm gonna pop the one that drops bombs. Use that to try and open the secret room, as well as open more of these. Ah, getting more bombs back in return. Perfect. Mostly it was just to pop a potion so that I had the space back. God, when is this duration over? Alright. Done? Yes? Please. Oh, good lord. Overstocks the shop, definitely. Find more altar rooms, also definitely. These are all the kinds of things that I want to get early in the game. Remove a curse and deal 75 damage. I'll take that 2 times. And I will remove 2 curses. Golden fish for just a little bit of HP because I don't want to just be, you know, hanging on the edge constantly again. Done it before. It didn't always work out that well for us. Oh my god, we are getting potions from so many different sources at the moment. Fire some fireballs is a garbage potion though. Like, it actually needs to be removed garbage. Because how long it takes to drink the potion, it's almost impossible to use for anything except for solving a fire puzzle. And those also need to be reworked in my opinion. Before I say those need to be reworked because there are too few ways to trigger them, while arguing that there should be 1 fewer ways to trick. Oh my god, by the way, you deprived me of so much food there. How dare you? Interesting. Discovers nearby secrets, determines the leftovers shadow to be a secret, apparently. Yeah, it's a potion, and it's not even that common. It's not a way to trigger those. Also, like, usually you carry useful potions. Like, it's really not. It's... If that is its design goal, then it's failing that design goal, is what I'll say. Yep, that just duplicated 5 times, casually. Potion of True Sight is still going, by the way. We found both the secret rooms as well as the crawl space, so it's time for us to leave. Did I go into the crawl? Yeah, I definitely went into the crawl space. That's where I got the explosive. Yeah, I've done everything on this floor now. Oh, it's fight time. Oh, that surprises me. Deal nearly no bomb damage, but I think we don't deal our bomb damage when we bomb Celt. I think we just deal 250 damage. Yeah, I guess I forgot that I had a successful run, apparently. Thank you. All right, bud. Got that. I want to see how it works. Yeah, you didn't take the 250 from that, I don't think. I didn't look at the health bar. I looked at Celt, which might have been my bad. I mean, it definitely was my bad, but that might have been what affected it somehow. So I'll do it again. I have the bombs to spare, definitely, at this point, so don't feel bad too. And if nothing else, it does give me more time to hit the tail. Oh yeah, it definitely did the damage. No, damn it. Well done, Celt. You got me. I am amazed that we actually had time to pop that in there. But rest in peace, Celt. I'm gonna pop that and then try and run away. Yeah, because it doesn't land on the ground, it doesn't have a chance to get hit with golden popcorn, which actually makes golden popcorn a lot worse. Like, a whole lot. Like, significantly more than I imagined the developers were thinking when they changed that. Because killing bosses was how you would oftentimes pay for golden popcorn. Like, it would put you into, you know, not debt, but near. And, no, I mean, I can afford to take this because there are bosses, and it'll be really effective on them. No anymore. No anymore. Cute. Beautiful. Just slow and methodical rooms. That'll do it. That'll get it done eventually. And as I was saying, yeah, our resources are pretty ridiculous. Even if we keep spending all of them on basically every opportunity we get, they're still ridiculous. Also, by the way, pray twice at altars. This is the first floor that are... Oh my god. Duplicate all gold in the room is also really appealing here. I'm gonna pop another potion of True Sight and then take it. Hello, crawl space. Also, pop back up to check if the secret rooms were adjacent to the entrance, but hell yeah. Hoodie's pillow crafted at the blacksmith. I'll do that in just a bit. I'm afraid we have a whole run to get through on our way there. The other secret room is to the south of the previous one, or the previous room, rather than previous secret room is what I was clarifying there. I know that, but I also know it, and it has like a confirmation on the map already, so I don't need to... Huh! That worked out a lot better than I thought it would have. Like, I thought with the glitching out on the bottom there, I was going to be deprived of time to fight the enemy rather than given an abundance. This is a secret room that's accessible from one side here. Interesting. Not just only acceptable from one side, but acceptable from one side when the other side is also open. Huh, I didn't know that sconces you like can actually be purple. That does give a case for having unlit sconces in the game that aren't part of a puzzle. It's extremely rare, but it's a case. I'm not saying it's a good case, by the way. I'm saying it's a case. Even a trap chest there for me was ridiculous. Hey, get back here. It's mine. So unfortunately, the curse we picked up there was carry fewer potions. That is, like, an absolute killer for me. Well, those are the 3 that I need to keep at the moment. I know I can curse remove, but I do also need to pop my excess potions eventually. Otherwise, you know, I'm not leveling up my friend. And he could use the level. Now, I know on this and every floor, I will have the ability to, like, bless 4 times, which is, you know, this should get pretty nutty. I am a little sad because I did change from Sylph to do this. And we have what would have been the most ridiculous Sylph run. Ah, well. Oh, well. Thank you, Totem Boy. Quickly back up and go to the secret room we know, because it seems like we're going to be leaving the floor relatively soon. Yeah, interesting that this is adjacent this room, but that's not an entrance. Yeah, I don't know if this room is even worth doing if I have, like, potions going off on their timers. It's so little money. I guess, like, it's, like... I guess it's supposed to be tied to maybe story, lore, thematic setting? Maybe? Rather than mechanics, obviously. But gosh, it really feels like you could make the money that it drops actually commensurate to the level we're playing on. Because it's, like, oftentimes worse than just a single gold stack from anywhere else. So basically, unless I'm just short of something in the shop, I don't know if I really care about it that much. The time investment doesn't actually seem that worth it on the far. Because obviously, like, in games like this, it's all about, like, finding what you think is a valuable optimization, what you think is not. Because, for instance, like, mapping every floor and going around to each location and checking it for different markers of a secret room. No, that's not a good example, because I do that occasionally. I'll think of an example. I'll get back to you. Just gonna remove both of those curses first. Okay. I'm fine with having minor curses, so now's when I can pile them on. Cool. Yeah, I can't think of a good example for the phenomenon I was trying to describe. But I'm sure there is one. Didn't leave anything valuable in that shop, did I? I don't think I did. Maybe the crawl space. Much appreciated. Let's see what you got for us. Potions? Ooh. Well, that's appealing. We got craftsmanship, blessing, deal more bomb damage, and avoid falling into holes. We got awful results for that. I'm a little taken aback by how bad they actually are. We could have gotten like a good blessing or a good potion. We did get a bunch of bombs, but again, remember, that's not a thing I need. Resources, it is ridiculous how many times that duplicated. I still don't think it was probably worth using golden kernels or anything, but ridiculous. So I do have to be aware the next curse I pick up will give me Kurtz's stash. So I might want to pop that in a certain room just to be ready. Let's go more secret room, please. Nice. Yeah, I might want to pop it in a specific room like the shop just in case there's duplicate more normal items potion in there. Oh my god. I mean, that means this is curse removal 2 times over, right? Good. It did not remove decreases throne speed, which I don't actually care to remove, at least yet. And it also didn't remove minor inflation. It left me with the 2 ones that I am most happy to be left with. Minor inflation because as I pick up more blessings on this floor, I'll be picking up minor curses. And those minor curses can stack, and then I can remove all of them at the same time. So I'm hoping for more stacks of minor inflation. Damn it. Didn't even get to peep. None of that's helpful. I will re-roll once before I decide to leave. The crit thing's good, but, you know, I'll probably end up removing my minor inflation before I get it. It's Dylan's Claws. Deal even more damage with a critical strike. Even despite, I thought that this wasn't going to give me back even the value of a single key. It did end up giving me back a key, but I still have to do it every time because those chests can contain... Ooh. Dang it, got the wrong one. Because those chests can contain recipes, obviously. That's what I meant to say there. Okay, I think I will pop Kurtz's stash this floor. In fact, I definitely will. We definitely also want like a bunch of crit ups, so crit ups will be taken. That's a lot. Oh my god. That was actually really good, by the way. 2 toughness blessings, bunch of keys, but in particular, good for me, is just use some potions here. Just gonna pop that and start trying to blow stuff up in this room. Although, actually, if that's not gonna deal damage to me while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna stay here while it wears out, I think. No, I probably do want to share it into the other room. Just need to make sure that I'm not unfrozen at exactly the wrong time. I think... it's probably penance. Probably penance again. Not the one I wanted to get rid of. It's the major blisters is pretty bad. That's okay. I think I I think I have a curse removal potion in this shop. I might have already rerolled past it though. Villain's Claw. I will buy and pop the Troll Sweat potion. And then I think I'll bomb this for the reroll. Huh. Duplicate all food in the room. As well as Earthsign Ring. Lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna get both of those, I think. So there goes my Savagery. That's a potion that increases critical chance. So these are all now, like, pop all of these in the same room in order to get a ridiculous amount of money. I do need that room to have a lot of, like, some gold or some food already in it and no pilfers. I don't know how I plan on getting there to be no pilfers in the room unless, like, all that gold is in the corner and I keep protecting it. But then, like, how much can you protect at the same time? You can't really protect that much gold at the same time. So, I don't even know if this is gonna work. It does feel like there's more to that previous room, like a secret room adjacency. This is something that I think the game does need to change, is the space button being jump and interact means if you are going along the bottom side, you will unlock a door when you're trying to jump away from an enemy a lot of the time. It can become pretty frustrating. I don't like that. See if I get the ability to reroll it later on. Also, I think I avoided an item on the first floor because I didn't have a way to reroll it and then I just left it. Oops. I'm gonna just duplicate all food. I mean, duplicating food 2 times over there actually would have been a way to get a bunch of gold on the ground. Well, not a bunch, but some. So after I kill a boss, all glycerin, all glycerin, all glycerin, don't collect any of it ideally, and then double golden kernels. Seems like the strat, as far as I'm concerned, at least. Oh, hang on. This is a potion of transmute. Beautiful. Let's re-roll these bombs. Galoshes, really? Nice try trying to give me a tour of all of the worst items in the game. I'm definitely taking Gontes, though. Nice try, game. Maybe if I have a room with like a secluded, I don't even know what to call the chests. Kind of like a tealish? So I have normal chest, bomb chest, key chest, 3 key chests, curse chest. I just do not have a name for this kind of chest, apparently. It's the other one. If you consider all of those, it's the one I didn't say. Yeah, I'll take just throw buffs constantly. Lose less gold on death. That's not a blessing, it's a curse, really. That's the one I wanted to remove, to be entirely honest with you. Yeah, I'll take Savagery, happily. Don't have a potion of True Sight running at the moment, but I do have the one internal to my own brain, and it's telling me there's something to be truly sighted. I'm honestly fine with DLS swing damage being stacked 2 times up and starting to stack it even more. I can carry that for a while. I don't swing that way. Which I think is actually the only time I get to say that. Huh. with 21 bombs, 20 bombs, I don't know why I'm still trying to get my enemies to do that for me. King's Crown, crafted the blacksmith. This drops food on the ground. No, I wouldn't be able to defend it. I think that actually would have ended up being a surprisingly good duplication. Maybe I should keep food potions. I'm trying to end up with a lot of gold. It is real difficult for me. I'm currently thinking that I just have to pop this after the boss fight, because I still don't think pilfers can spawn in that room. Wait, that does remain there, right? Yeah, it does. Cool. We'll come back. That is Shogul, I think is his name. I'm just going to try and defend this money. You know what? I'm going to try and do it all in this room, because that's like a decent amount of money in the ground already. Like a really good amount. Ah, damn it. Stop. Stop collecting it. Effectively, I'm just trying to fight them until the pilfers stop spawning. Okay. I'm not gonna have time for all of the Oglycerins to go off before pilfers just take all of this. I think I just have to accept that pilfers are gonna take some of the gold. And just be ready to do, you know, a decent amount of gold, not all of the gold. I definitely can't carry the same 5 potions for the rest of the game. Not as this character in particular, certainly. That didn't look like those. Why'd you make me? Actually, that pilfer wouldn't have been able to escape. I don't know why I did. You knew, game. You knew what I didn't. The Oglycerin's done. Duplicate, duplicate. Okay. I'm liking the sound of nothing being able to work. That's music to my ears. I do want to collect this before the pilfers actually manage to get all of it. So hopefully our frame rate starts back up again. Okay, there we are. We're getting a little bit of it now. Whew. So yeah, it wasn't to 999, but like 40,000 in a single room this early in the game especially is pretty good. I mean, I think so. Alright, like right. Obviously, that's the one I'm going to aim for. I still don't know how to aim for things, really. There's 3 of these contain good things for me, like a blessing, a recipe, and a egg. Thank you. And I managed to avoid basically all of them. Good work, me. That's okay. At the very least, I still got pretty fairly paid back for that whole room. All right. With this much money, I'm more interested in the shop, as you might imagine. I'm gonna swap my items around and then take that. And I will take seasoned kernels so that I can try and multi-duplicate food gold later on. In shops in particular, that would actually be very effective. Getting a bunch of food duplications and then just having ham. It would have to be a bunch of food duplications, but just having ham on the floor would be good at that rate. Opens locks for free, but for how long? This thief's tools bear the engraving of the rabbit. Also, an engraving that reads, Black Rabbit, hands off. Further down, it also says, seriously. Rabbit gloves. Get a free item in every shop. Who pilfers the pilfers? I do. Black Rabbit. Let me go with that one. Thanks, Shoggle. Shoggle. Shoggle? Pretty sure it is. Alright, now we are at the level Uno Mas. Hell yeah, finally. In particular, every time we pop a potion now, there is a chance we drop a new one. The chance, by the way, seems to be quite high. I think it's somewhere between a quarter and a half. I don't like that these rats drop rats when they die. That's just mean. Ooh. If only I can remember the... Oh, actually, I was about to reference a Hearthstone card. No, I may not, actually. I'll pass that one. Trying to think of something that has a death rattle that triggers a Selfa! Again, stop hitting me! This room actually got a lot harder. Now that I have to concern myself with the curses. Okay. Killing enemies destroys a relic. And if I killed 25 more, I'll destroy a relic. Yeah. I'm just food duplicating in this room. Extremely, extremely, extremely worth. If the shop has, oh, I'm gonna be really mad if the shop has a food duplication potion in it. Master Pickaxe, fire projectiles at full health. So this is good if your melee damage is really, really high and you want to use it at range, but I'm the opposite of that, largely. I have to get the hard curses off. Have to gotta. Especially arachnophobia, because arachnophobia will just kill me. Like, it might take me 225 to remove it, but it will cost me much more than that to keep it. Guidance guides the thrown pickaxe. It ricochets to everyone in the room. That's going to help me actually crowd control those arachnids. And also, I already have really high thrown speed, as well as increased thrown damage, as well as... Like, this was just definitely the correct choice. Whether it was the correct choice at the time, like maybe I should have removed my 2 major curses before I picked that up and got 2 minor ones. No, I think it basically pivots on how threatened I feel. I kind of feel threatened. That said, even if this run dies, we have all of it. All of what? The money. We have all of the money. Soak up gold and get a discount at the shop. That will make my food get soaked up as well, which makes it harder to do duplication shenanigans and stuff like that. It does make the game a lot faster, though. In a way that is appealing, I gotta be honest. That's funny. I'll also take the transmutagen bomb for transforming items. Pretty large fan of it. Also gonna pop the potion of true sight because I strongly suspect it'll be useful in here. That's a potion of item duplication. Oh look, it is useful in here. Remarkable that. It's the only secret room though. Interesting. Would have thought there would be another one. Okay, so we managed to remove the non-major ones first. Ridiculous. Both of them in particular. I'll grumble. That's about it. I'm not going to do anything to rectify the problem. Are you kidding me? Then I wouldn't get to grumble. Oh, we have found the second secret room already. And the crawl space. So the potion of true sight is active. That's about the best I can say about it, I think. Okay. Honestly, this could have gone a lot better. Could have gone a lot worse is what I mean. Having this antimatter is actually very helpful. Why is it helpful? Well, curse removal is very expensive for us right now. 275. Oh, that's really hurtful. What if I could heal instead? And still get back down to 0 curses. Get freed. All right. I think I will still buy the which potion? The food potion in the shop, definitely. Probably just that, to be honest. Berserker's Brew. Deal and take more damage. That seems like it's a little bit risky to do here, so I will buy both of the food. But I want to you know, go with the potions. So I'm going to deal and take more damage. Then I'm going to coat my weapon in poison. Neither of those gave me an extra potion to pop, so time to go in. Surely with guidance, this throne fight is now an absolute joke. Like, it a little bit was with guidance before, but the fact that the orbs are now the actual legitimate way to deal damage makes it even more so. Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty good fight as far as I'm concerned. My God. Get dunked on. Absolutely ridiculous. Potion of True Sight's still active. Let's go down to the next floor and try and use it. Hey, it's Juggle again. What's up, bud? I got all these shrines. I can remove all your curses. Ooh, or maybe I don't. Gain damage for each carried curse. Doomblade. But that's on melee, I believe. And then this is a unique throw, and I already have a unique throw in guidance. I'm actually probably best served by taking none of these, because I'm not going for melee damage at this point. It's just not happening. The range damage is super good for us. We already have so many buffs towards it. I'm not just gonna pivot. Early shop, gotta love that. Ooh, early shrines as well, lovely. It's early, but I will take Duplicator. Choose between relics. I definitely take both of the antimatters. It is remarkable that there are 2 in here. Considering they are essential for me being able to use the shrines, I gotta say, I appreciate it. If you're gonna give me Savagery, I think I'll take them up until like 5 stacks at least. And thank you for only giving me 2 curses there. Oh, gosh, this is working well. I love it. Good run in progress. Can I just upload this one to YouTube as goodrun.avi? I don't even record in AVI. But can I? Damage with bombs. Still not gonna do that. Drop bombs continuously. Like, I should pop the potion just in case it drops another potion that I do care about, and it did. No! Alright, I accidentally dropped the wrong potion there. I didn't want to use a... God. At least this was a good potion proving run. I accidentally broke a potion with these. I need to leave the room. Lest I do another. Oh my god, I should have been out here the whole time. Go, everyone. Oh my god. Stop giving me these, please. Okay, food. Love to see it. We got shop is locked up tight. Temporarily increases attack speed, temporarily increases critical chance. We'll put the attack speed one. We're starting to get all of the food duplication ones I was asking for. We'll take deal and take more damage as well. Screw it. I'm also going to pop get a curse removal. Fine, I'll pop. Please stop giving me potions. This is too many potions now. Please, game. You need to cool down. This is too many potions. I cannot actually use them. What if I just put a transmute on the floor where I have a bunch? I'm going to try and build up a bunch of potions in this room, which is the opposite of what I just tried to do, and then put a transmute on the floor. Or rather, I'll try and build up a bunch of potions in a certain room, any room, and then put a transmute on the floor, and then just keep transmuting them until I have all seasoned kernels. And that should be easy to do, because seasoned kernels isn't usually as exploitable as it currently is with the Golden Delicious. I can also be really picky with items, because I can re-roll them and I get to choose between 2. Thank you for the extra resources. Not that they're needed at this rate, mind. Higher chance of critical strike, obviously. extremely obviously there for us. Yeah, the fact that that hit me, I actually disagree with. Like, look at the gargoyle. Its AoE of its hit on the ground is significantly larger than the size. Or rather, the hitbox of it is significantly larger than it looks. Significantly larger than it looks like it would be. There we go. Yeah, eventually I'll find my way to a full sentence. Killing enemies decreases our max HP with the poison mushroom. Joggle? You've taken such a keen interest in me. I'm flattered, frankly. This also would have been a good room to do all the duplications in, I think. Good lord. Okay, glass cannon increases damage but decreases maximum health. You fire it once. If fired true at its target, another shot will not be necessary. Or health, damage, and healing become small and even. Glass cannon increases damage but decreases maximum health. If this increases melee damage and not range damage, this is why I don't like that the game does not tell you. Like, sometimes it says swing damage, sometimes it says damage, sometimes it says throw damage, and usually damage means throw damage, but sometimes damage means also swing damage. I'm gonna take it. I want to know. It's new. Well, I guess relics have a chance to be turned into potions. It's actually kind of slightly good for me. But I guess I'm not going to know whether or not this is affecting us until I get into a room and... Oh, yeah, it looks like I'm doing straight up double damage. Yeah, seems good. Yeah, whatever. There's no crawl space adjacency there. Having low max HP is real hard. I'm gonna pop that there. Transmute all relics in room. Sure. Yeah, that's not what I want. It's fine. The idea here being that I will also take antimatter. I will pop this one more time and then antimatter my way back up. Golden bombs? Get me some money, not that much though. So I might use that, and then that gives me the health to use the other one if I want to. I'm looking especially for duplicating potions. Remove a curse and deal 75 damage to yourself. I'm gonna want that, but it'll be transmute one more time. Look at the room. Still don't really want any of those. Fine. I'm gonna elixir, because getting back to maximum health when your maximum health is garbage isn't that good. Anyway, so curse remove. Blow up that reroll. Jeez, what is this? Oh, rat bond, become charming to rats. Yeah, I'm not into it. Take another curse removal. If I do, I no longer have any potions that I'm re-rolling, but fine. Alright, let's get free bomb. Yeah, I do feel like I'm constantly one hit from dead. Thankfully not entirely true, but it feels it. I don't know why I did that. Thankfully it doesn't matter. Can I reroll you? I can reroll errant blessings. Yeah, I'm doing that more. No. Definitely not. Good. Increase throw speed. Also found our second secret room. Thank you. So the bombs drop on the ground and then almost immediately explode. It's fine. I was ready for it. Again, not a crawl space, but fine. I leave those the thorium in the previous room because I'm already full on thorium. I've got 999, and that is the maximum stack for it. Savagery. I mean, I could have re-rolled the other ones, but if they re-rolled into savagery, I would have taken it. So it feels like that's a pretty obvious message. Let's go for another skelly. Can I reroll these potions? Probably not. Well, no, I will. Remove a curse and deal 75 damage is still interesting. Relics have a chance to be turned into potions, deal less swing damage. Oh, relics have a chance to be turned into potions. They will. I was wondering why this room had 2 potions in it. That makes sense. I'm fine. Do it again. This is temporarily increases swing damage. Okay, 1, 2, so third reroll, which means I can reroll one more time. I'm gonna try one more time because I don't really care about either of these, but yeah, I figured. God, the amount of potions we can get is GD insane. I also do like the glass cannon. I gotta be honest, even if I end up dying, I enjoy the damage that I'm doing at the moment, and I probably won't regret it. Even if I die. Down we go. May want to try and remove this curse before I open the relic room. Sorry, I mean the potion room. Yeah, penance currently kills me. So I'm probably not gonna do penance for that reason. I'm just thinking about maybe not doing it on account of it will end the game and I'll be sad and bad. That was a decent amount of food in the room, but it wouldn't have been a decent amount of gold because those are just 50s. Transmuted carried relic. I have so many relics that are really good that I don't want that at all. Especially the relics that I paid a bunch of curses for. Like, transmuted carried relic if you have a bunch of curses, a bunch of relics that you paid curses for, I don't know if you can afford to take transmuted carried relic literally ever. The possibility that it deprives you of something that you wanted so badly that you took on negatives that won't get removed for. But again, the developers, again, I say, as I go to explain a new point, the developers of this game have been really, really, really on the ball, that kind of stuff. Like the curse potion, the blue curse removal potion, was never used because it also removes a benefit, and you stack benefits as well as stacking curses. But then it got changed. Like I foresee those kinds of things being identified correctly and changed. And also, I might not necessarily be correctly identifying them as a problem at the moment anyway. So maybe it's me. It's probably me. That's another food duplication. I'm starting to get them. Releases a hoarding pilfer will probably do in like the start room. It's the spawn room, I mean. Damn it. Yeah, I was never going to be able to protect the food in here, but we now have the rainbow kernels, by the way. So my job at this point is to put down the non-food duplicate, to put down the food duplications rather, right? So I'll take that. And I'll take that. Because I want to duplicate all the food duplications and then use all of them very quickly. That's going to be hard. This is going to be taxing to do. I'm going to transmute all relics in the room just to get rid of it. Not that, just to get rid of it, because I've got to be ready. Pop that in there, use it. Get rid of it, rather. And then you do that and give me transmute in a bottle. I think I prop both the transmutes in a bottle as well. Again, I'm not actually intending on using them. So now it's just... So we rainbow duplicate everything there, and then go for season kernels, and then season kernels, season kernels, season kernels, season kernels. There are 4 more of these, by the way. Although I'm already... Yeah, we're already going to 100,000. We're going past 100,000? Oh my god, that can happen. Never mind, I need to get more of the food duplications and get those going off then. So yeah, the pilfers are taking a little bit of my money. Somehow, I'm pretty chill about it right now. I don't think I can see my way to even caring. Somehow. Don't ask me how I was gifted this ability of Zen. What do we eat? What is the ting ting one? My god. Yeah, that worked out a lot better than I thought. Imagine if any of those were higher quality than the basic meat, by the way. Just imagine. Are these ever gonna stop? My frame rate is never coming back, apparently? That's fine. I don't need a frame rate when I have all of the gold. I think I need to wait until all of this gold actually is collected by my bod. Oh. It's starting to start moving at a reasonable rate. Get away from me, pilfers. Oh. If I do ever applaud anything I've ever done, it has to be that. My God. Increase crit chance, I'll definitely take that for final fight. I'm gonna start, I guess, re-rolling a little of this. Fine. Don't really like those. Don't really like those. Hey, curse removed. Now I can actually go to the item room. So, good run. Just, I think the thing that I'm most pleased about is I called my shot from the start. I was like, I got Golden Delicious. So what I want is seasoned popcorn and golden popcorn. I'm also playing the potion character. So what I'm also going to want after that is, you know, gold duplication potions and food duplication potions. And it's all come together. Nigh on perfectly. Electrify your enemies with gold. Increases health and damage. I'll take it. Specifically, the health increase in particular is pushing me towards that. The entry room is actually not good for a boarded pilfer. Nor is it good for a bottled pilfer. My throw speed is now high enough. I love that only the swings are taking the negatives right now, by the way. I'm real pleased with that. Let's take receive less damage. And then increase maximum health. Yeah, the increase in the maximum health is very small, it seems like. From that source in particular. This actually, probably, by the way, sets me for never having a gold concern for... I mean, like, all of the meta progression is definitely done just off of the back of this run, so hell yeah. Which I did think is something that I said at one point. Like, basically all of our meta progression is going to come together at the same time, like the bigger stuff, because we'll just break in a run. I did think gold breaking became, you know, not just less viable, but I thought it was possibly not viable. No, I did just think it was less viable. Because there are, you know, a couple of ways still doing it, especially with Golden Delicious. But I definitely didn't think it was likely that I was going to get it after the boss rooms were changed in the way they were. Okay, we found the other secret room as well, by the way, just in case. Nowadays, by the way, I'm making an effort to actually visit the secret rooms that I open. I know I'm not doing it all of the time. And you know what? I almost probably, I might never. Even in Gungeon, I still forget rooms, and I've played, you know, 800 on hours of that. Even in Isaac, I still forget rooms. I think I have a couple thousand hours in that. It happens. Just a lot of processes running at the same time. Not that necessarily any individual one of them is difficult, but many of them running at the same time multiplies the complexity of each. Thank you for the baller opening room. Rat as hell, thank you. Right. Definitely can't pop the pilfer in this room. If it has a pit, the pilfer will fall down it. Mighty Hurl, studied with the priestess. Do not know what that is. Other than the, I guess, not the, but a hero in a Paul Shapiro musical. Deep cut. Nah. Be blessed with 2 gifts from the pilfers. Deal swing damage. No. There was a possibility we go for 999 keys and have the master pickaxe and do stuff, and I'm not doing it here. And I don't want those, so I have to re-rolling, I guess. Ooh. Hello. Increases throw damage, swing size, and swing speed. I mean, it says throw damage on there, I'm pretty sure. Increases throw damage at high health. It's gonna do nothing for us, actually, so that one I do re-roll. Because its high health is, oh my god, you are kidding me with this rainbow kernel stuff, by the way. Sonic throw really fast. Game, you're being very generous in a way that's making me a little uncomfortable, if I'm entirely honest with you. Tune it down, dial it back. Be mean, kill me. Frankly, I deserve it after all of this. I abused the hell out of the game here. I would feel comfortable calling this definitely a break of the game. But I think I'm gonna instead say that it feels like I got one over the game. You know, it feels like the developers didn't intend it, but they almost certainly did intend it, but it feels like the developers didn't. Just gonna put 10k more on top. Nope. If that rock wasn't there. You know what? Whatever. Oh, okay. The pickaxe did actually manage to hit multiple times. Was the master pickaxe upgraded so that the up-close swing hits the melee as well as the ranged? Because if it was, then I definitely should have been pivoting to master's pickaxe literally as soon as I saw it. Lovely. What am I even using the rainbow to duplicate it this round? Nothing? We need to find the other secret room. No, no. If anything, it's try and remove minor brittleness with the curse removal that exists in the shop. Though maybe it is find the secret rooms. It could be a secret room only accessible from that side, but it's not super likely. I think the most likely thing here is that the secret room adjacent to this secret room. And it's not. Exit room? Mayhaps. No, it's these. It's these. Thanks, y'all. That's gonna be enough. Fine. We'll, crawl space? Crawl space? I don't even know if I found the crawl space yet, but I'm not using the bombs in the fight anyway, so crawl space? Dang. Rainbow Kernels is actually going to duplicate nothing for us, but you know what? It did a lot. You did much more than you needed to, Rainbow Kernels. It is fine. I pop it to just see if it gives me anything else. Increase attack speed. Increase critical. Don't transmute a carried relic, just in case. Especially Salamander's Tail, I don't want to lose at this point. That's a whole lot of damage for range. Kind of wish I had like a Berserker's Root. I think I can clear maybe 3 hits in this fight. Well, I can take 2. 3 of them will kill me. Okay. And now I... No! Okay, as long as it's from a beam, I can take another one, apparently. Good. But now pretty much anything will kill me. Please continue to be hittable for a moment. Thank you. Much appreciated for the obedience there. This, like, we got really powerful, but also one-shot Ascension 10 and got way more money than I even actually thought was possible in the game at this point. I am extremely pleased with this episode, through and through. Just gonna buy everything now. Diamond Powder Bomb, Thorium Bomb. No, just Big Boy, apparently. Obvious reference. Yep. It's pronounced nuclear. Nuclear. That's the name of the achievement I just got, by the way. I'm not just referencing it. Okay. Just gonna clear everyone completely out. Mighty Hurl increases throw rate. I think after you get all the throw range upgrades in here, you don't really need more throw range. You seldom need more throw range at the absolute most. Increases swing damage, throw size, and throw speed. Or reduces physical damage on Hoodie's pillow. I think I'm gonna go sequence breaker, teleport to your pickaxe, because I haven't done this ever, and it seems like it'll be cool. And also, I teleport further now. Oh, so it's when you right-click to it. When you right-click, you'll teleport to it. Cool. That's how I expected it to work, but you know, it's nice to have some confirmation. Obviously, we have nothing for you, I don't think. Nope. I don't think we have another potion, which means that we are finally at the end of the episode. And also at the end of all of the, not all of, but the money-related permanent progression. Hell yeah. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been UnderMine. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.